Let me show you a little trick here. Can you see what's going on? By the way, the DX7 is only used as a keyboard controller, controlling the Roland D550. There's an octave change here. How can this happen all by itself? Well, this is the Dual Footswitch Controller from Midi Solutions. And I have this between my master keyboard and my sound module, in this case, MIDI in, MIDI out. But it also has a jack input, a stereo jack input to be precise. And here I can input a foot pedal, a foot switch, or whatever switch I want. Actually two, since this is a stereo input. So in this case, I've hooked it up between my master keyboard and my sound module. I've programmed the box to do octave changes when I press the foot pedal. The box itself is powered through MIDI, so there's no external power needed. And all I have to do now is press the foot pedal to change between one octave up and down. But I can transpose any key to whatever key I want. Like one whole tone up. I just hold the key I want to transpose to. One tap of the foot switch. And now everything has been transposed up one whole tone. Another press of the foot pedal and I go back to the previous state. This is something I've wanted for a long time, a fast and easy way to transpose keys on the fly in real time without any fuss. But this is only one of many things you can use the Footswitch controller for. And again, you can hook up two foot switches to this box or any contact key switch. So let's go for that one octave transpose again. And back down. There are of course many ways you can do this, but just one simple tap of your foot while you're playing, that's awesome. Here's another example of how you can use this. So this is the Juno 106. MIDI it up and I can play it from my master keyboard. I tap the foot switch once and now. I've changed the filter setting on my Juno 106. And how do I do this? Well, I fire up the programming tool from Midi Solutions for the Footswitch Controller. I do this while I have the box itself hooked up to my computer through a MIDI interface, MIDI out into the MIDI in of the box, and this is how I program it. You can see there's a lot of different things we can program the box to do. When we press the Footswitch Controller, the foot pedal, or two foot pedals as you saw. And this is how I used it, programmed it in my first example to transpose keys on the fly. I like that you can cater for having foot pedals with no polarity switches, so you can set this up here. Another very useful application for using a foot pedal is to send out a CC message of choice. And you can set it up here in this window. There's a lot of things you can do. Think of all the gear that can receive CC messages to do different things. You can use the foot pedal to change a reverb setting on a external reverb, or maybe control a light from a light rig, MIDI to DMX light control. You can use the foot pedal to send out MIDI start-stop clock. And of course, you can program the box to send out a Midi sysex message when you press the foot pedal or whatever controller switch you're using. And this is exactly what I did in my second example when I changed the filter cutoff of my Juno 106. This is the sysex string that gets sent out of the box when I press the foot pedal once. And this fully opens the filter on my Juno 106. So you can have many things happening at once when you press the foot pedal or foot pedals. You can have one MIDI channel having keys transposed in the intervals you want, while on other MIDI channels you can have other intervals. You can send out sysex messages, you can send out CC messages on another MIDI channel, etc., all happening from this window here. And once you've set this all up, you send it to the box itself, transfer it over. This is the actual programming of the box. And even if you unplug the box, it will remember all of these settings until next time you want to program it to do something else. It is no secret that I'm a big fan of the boxes from Midi Solutions. I use them both live and in the studio. If you're interested, I'll leave a link for you in the video description. As always, I'm Espen Kraft. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!